Welcome to some more rainy day cemetery visits. This right here that I'm showing you is Ash Ridge Arnheim Road in Brown County, Ohio. And just off of this road, as you can see, there's my car. Well, it's lots of raw woods out here, wild woods. But you go past, and it's, you could probably drive in that cemetery. I've done it before, but I'm not going to do it today because it's really muddy, even though I have all-wheel drive. Okay, you see this? This cemetery actually has identifiers, unlike Pleasant Hill, which has no identifiers. You just have to find it. But this is Straight Creek Baptist Cemetery. It was established 1812, as the sign says. There was a group of, now let's see if I can get this open. I did last time. Yeah, it's just a little bit weird. Yeah, see how that's all rusted there? This right here is really, really super rusty. I'm gonna put my phone down and do this. Hang on. All right, I got it open. You can see that where is it? I just had it a second ago. There is a little clip. Anyway, it's attached to this gate. See this very, very rusty gate? We have this very, very rusty gate, and attached to this very, very rusty gate is a very, very rusty hook that holds the gate closed. Make sure you've had your tetanus vaccine before you come and try to open that gate. This is, wow, it looks better than the last time I was here. This is Straight Creek Cemetery, Baptist Cemetery. It was founded by some pioneers. I think a lot of the pioneers who founded this particular cemetery came from Prickett's Fort in Virginia. After the Revolutionary War, they came out here. I know that my family, who helped with Straight Creek Baptist Church, the Dunn family, I know that they had connections with Prickett's Fort. Anyway, I'm going to look around. There's somebody named Shaw. I'm going to look around a little bit and report back to you about who I find here. By the way, last time I was here, the grass was knee-high, just like it was at Pleasant Hill, which I just visited today and reported to you about. So somebody has come in the last 2 years since I've been here and actually mowed, which is very nice. Either that or they sent in the goats. Goats are fine. Please send in the goats if you're not going to mow. All right, I'll be back with a report. Well, here are some of the tombstones that we find at Straight Creek Cemetery. And one thing I want to point out is that I kind of wondered at first why it was named Straight Creek Cemetery when the creek that goes by here is definitely not straight. And of course, I had not yet seen these headstones. Remember, the last time I was here, the grass was really, really high and I couldn't see everything. This is a gentleman named Straight. His last name is Straight. And here's somebody else whose last name is Straight, if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. So these two people are members of the Straight family, which I've heard of in my readings about this area. And my conjecture is that Straight Creek is named after this family, or members of this family, or a member of the family. So that's what I think, since the creek is not straight. These two headstones here represent the reason why I first came to Straight Creek Baptist Cemetery a couple of years ago. These are stones for my ancestors. And let's see if you can read them here. This one is The name is Dunn, if you can see it. This is, these are members of my Dunn family who were pioneers here. They came here from back east after the Revolutionary War. This is his wife, Nancy. I really like this one here. I don't believe I'm related to the Shaw family here, but I really like this particular, kind of like an obelisk, dedicated to this gentleman whose last name was Shaw. He was a veteran of the War of 1812. And I wouldn't be surprised if there were more here who were. You can see his little monument, or his little marker for the War of 1812. And I like this. Look at the intricacy there. Whoever put this up, it doesn't look like it's from the period. It looks like it's fairly recent. It's just extremely well made. It says, "Asleep in Jesus. Oh, for me, may such a blissful refuge be. Surely shall my ashes lie, and wait the summons from on high." Such beautiful poetry. Look at that cross. Okay, so one of the people buried here is Lily M. Shaw, daughter of Anderson and Rachel Shaw. And, she was a little over a year old. Not even a year and a half old. Too much infant mortality back then. Oh, I see what we have here. This is wonderful that they've done this, because these are the original tombstones. There's, we have Anthony Shaw. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this must be, looks like he was probably or possibly the veteran of the War of 1812, looking, seeing by his age. Oh, and oh, this is Western White Bronze, Des Moines, Iowa. Nice craftsmanship from Iowa. I'm impressed. And this is his wife, Sarah Shaw, wife of Anthony. Wow. She lived to be over 71 years old. Hardy stock. There's some more Shaws over here too. I'm just really impressed with that monument that somebody put up fairly recently. I'm going to see if I can find out who did that and tell them how impressed I am about it. That is just beautiful. Okay, so here's some more Shaws. This looks like these might be for some of the children or some of the younger members of the Shaw family. This is Temperance Shaw. Got a nice obelisk here. Anthony Shaw, probably a son, I would imagine, of the Anthony Shaw with the huge monument over there, the beautiful monument. And Margaret Shaw. Okay, Margaret. Oh, she died kind of young. It looks like it might have been their child. And, oh, this is, we have Temperance Shaw here too. Is it the same person? It's hard to tell. Anyway, looks like people have made some improvements to stones here. I'm looking to do some of that with some of my family markers as well. It looks like the Shaws have actually made a point of doing this over the generations. So this is George Shaw and his wife Arabella Shaw. But it's impressive that somebody has taken the time and gone to the trouble of improving some of these stones. Here are markers for a few more members of the Dunn family. I'm not descended from these exact ones, but they are members of the family. This is, I love this tree one. Get a load of this. Let me move back a little. Isn't that nice? I mean, it's a big old tree. That is so cool. And This is for Levi Dunn, and also for Rebecca, his wife. And I don't know if this was a replacement. It's hard to tell. But anyway, he died in 1895. This looks, since it's sandstone, I think it's sandstone. Yeah, this is probably from the period when they died. So, now looks like his wife died a bit before he did. And this is a new marker for both of them, because there is a tombstone here for Rebecca. So she died, looks like, 1884. So she died kind of young, it looks like. 23 years old? Oh, there's a lot of that going on. Here is the tombstone for Thomas Pindell, or Pindell.
Again I see visions of what used to be.
Here is another Pindell tombstone. This is Philip, Laverna, and Elizabeth. Remember when I first came in here, I saw this tombstone for the Shaw family. Seems like some of the best tombstones here, the most modern and the best kept or replaced or bolstered up, are from the Shaws. So thank you, Shaw family, for caring. This is wonderful.